Welcome back to the PGL, where apparently GL means good luck because right here in the Quake Champions Open today, everybody needs it. We're getting into our 5th game on air, but we're running out of time to start saying, well, there's always the lower brackets. We're going to be getting right into the next one, though. We've got Cypher and Bukster, and I know 40 Lions and Zoot have already been giving this one some intense discussion.
Can I wear the heart rate monitors that players are? Because I'm like at 200 at the moment. There's crazy stuff that's been going on right now. This is wild. And Cypher, could he be challenged by Bukster? Is there? I shouldn't be the one asking the questions.
Is that a real question you ask like this?
Is there a world where he gets eliminated?
Do you want to live in that world?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know. Anything can happen, bro. But I think Cypher should be okay. Bukster can probably give him a run for his money and make it close. But we saw the match with Avic earlier. It was very back and forth. It wasn't like he got blown out. Yes, he's not playing peak performance Cypher, but you know, okay, Cypher is still amazing overall.
I don't know. We're getting into a point where anybody being okay themselves is not going to be enough. No. Some of the stress out there is because some of these players are down a lower bracket a little bit sooner than they thought they would be. Some of these players have some really difficult matchups. In fact, if we can take a brief overview, I think, of the bracket, it'll tell a lot of the story. Again, we've been able to watch a lot of these fantastic games, and I feel really lucky that every single one has been either a nail biter or just like watching a snuff film, really.
Okay, look at their clauses through. It's confirmed for anyone who was doubting the possibilities. There's one upset that hasn't happened over there, so base put down into the lower bracket. Toxin Guppy not yet happened. However, I think the lower bracket's probably painting a very different picture. And Dahang, we got a North American player, guys. For the North American viewers out there and the two people beside me, it's okay.
We did it. We made it. We put him in on the moon. No, I don't know. I think that was
clip.
How dare you? First of all, there's only one clip of that, and it is mine. Anyways, I think Dahang kind of had the odds in his favor against Agent. No disrespect, but I think that may have been expected. But it is good to see Dahang make it. In terms of Garpy versus Tox, any
oh my God,
any predictions on that one?
No, I don't want to anymore. No, I think
please don't make me.
I think Garpy usually has his name in Quake Champions, but a lot of Tox people, again, would be mad at me. He could be his tournament. He's got top 2s at DreamHack Winter 2017. He's a capable guy, and he's not an unfamiliar to being a world champion. It's just been a while since he's done it in Dior.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, if Garpy can take down Toxic, I mean, that's an accolade by itself, I think.
Yeah, completely. But with Bukster, I mean, he's getting some cam time now. It's his first ever LAN. He's going to be able to get on stream. He's going to be able to play right in front of his opponent. His opponent is none other than Cypher. This is the experience that you want to get when you're coming to LAN, especially for an up-and-comer such as Bukster. The question is he in over his head? Because I kind of think he might be.
Nerves are definitely going to play a part, especially if Cypher kind of looks over his monitor just peers over into his eyes, and we'll see. We'll see.
You need to get up pretty tall for that one. But, of course, one of these guys is going to get dropped into the lower bracket. I think that's been fleshed out here quite a bit. It started off looking all kinds of empty, but now it's full of hopefuls, people who are still keeping the faith. But we're going to be running out of these players very, very quickly.
Yeah, and I think surely Cypher, there's no way Cypher doesn't make it. Oh, look at that. Rafa down there goes versus either Sid
all the
or
Americans
Nico.
down here, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just a hangout. They're all hanging out. They're all having fun. It looks like CNZ is going to play Sparty. We got Dewey waiting on the winner of Ins and Chain.
Waz is there yeah, I get to play the Kilson was right.
So
my life is good.
This being a lower bracket match, I mean, you can kind of see it on Bukster's face a little bit. He's feeling the pressure. And Cypher, of course, it can't feel that good just to be down a lower bracket anyway on your first day.
Yeah.
I haven't been actually. It's so bizarre to me. Oh wow, I actually get to talk a little bit about Cypher at a LAN. It's been a little while since we've had that opportunity, and I'm sure he knows that he's got a lot to prove here as well.
Yeah, and the way the tournament started for him, this is let's get this out of the way now. But if you've been a world champion before, you kind of know how to pick yourself up. So I fully expect him to go into this game with confidence and to kind of show Bukster actually who the real OG is.
But if Bukster can take something off of him, that table might not remain in one piece.
Yeah, that would be incredible to see, but I think Zoot's right. He just needs to come in with the right mentality of, all right, everything that already happened, gone. This is the do or die match. Let's get it done, and let's see what happens. But, like you said, if Bukster comes out and gets, maybe a round or two right off the bat, maybe Cypher's going to be like, what is going on? What is happening to me?
Yeah.
So
Knocking his confidence is a big factor. If you can get some just surprise fights in and win them, like Cypher's still an incredibly emotional player. So if you can unhinge that a little bit, maybe you can kind of delay him getting that read on you as a player and then going in full monster mode.
For anybody who missed it, that is Zoot saying that Cypher's easy to tilt.
You can, yeah.
anyone needs to
It's
decode
possible.
that.
Hey, there we got Bukster on our screen right here. Debut at LAN.
Yeah.
Love it.
And again, we've had so many LANs lately where, yeah, it is people's first LAN party. And if you're playing up against Cypher in the lower bracket at a LAN and it's your first LAN, I think you've had a pretty good weekend.
But maybe you feel like he's in the lower bracket. I can do it. But maybe I should stop doing it.
Yeah, that's the mind games you start playing with yourself. But we do have Cypher going for Blood Covey. That's kind of his bog standard. Corrupted Keep, we haven't actually seen that a lot on air today. And I appreciate that Bukster's going for it here.
Yeah, and a possible Molten Falls. We'll see whether or not that matters at all. I'm going to be curious about the champion bans too, because Bukster's real pièce de résistance is his Galena. He really loves playing that champion. I think everything else is just an extra, basically.
Yeah, you hear that, Cypher? His Galena is really good.
They're like 4 rooms away, so...
It'd be a shame if she got tossed.
But I always like these moments where, players always... I mean, again, like, Cypher still looks like it's in so many years, but he still glances around like he's waiting for his mom to be done shopping or something.
So useful.
Like, yeah, see, look, it's these looks here. Is like, is it time? Are we good?
Supper?
Are we doing
what?
this? Yeah.
Where's my juice box? All right, calm down. Calm down.
And Bukster's all business here, of course.
No, I mean, completely. I think I'm just going to allow myself back into the party over there. But, yeah, I think Bukster's going to look past that. All the kind of signals I've got from him is he doesn't care too much about the... it makes him sound like a really hateful person to me. He doesn't care about anyone. But he doesn't seem to be phased that much by it. Whether or not the stream, like the audience outside will. But otherwise... I tend to get the feeling that he's a focused individual and really he's in his own mind and he's not letting anyone tamper with that.
And at this level, that's exactly how you need to approach the matches. So we'll see if he can hold on to that or if Cypher comes out swinging and then absolutely rattles him.
Well, I wonder if Cypher's going to get like a slash pick going and say, hey, it's Bukster. I've beaten this guy online a few times. And with Blood Covenant, he was hesitant about doing that with Avec. You could see that they really, on the last pick, he was waiting till the final second to go for it. And...
yeah, do you think that Cypher Avec is still kind of sticking with Cypher a little bit here? Because that was, it went 3 maps. It was
recent.
It was very recent. The wound is still fresh.
It's true, but I think he's got to cast it aside. Like any pro would say in their interviews, I'll take this one match at a time.
Does Cypher say that, though?
Does he? I mean...
Does he think that? Can he say that and be telling the truth?
I mean, you've definitely got to put it aside. However, when I see him in lower brackets, in online tournaments, he can sometimes get completely re-energized, but I do feel like he's lacking a little bit of something that he doesn't no longer have when he's out of that winner bracket. In the winner bracket, he seems so damn powerful.
Do you think that Bukster can take that something he's missing now and take advantage of it?
I give him like 20%, maybe.
Ooh,
20%. Is that fair? What about you?
I think if Bukster comes out and plays maybe aggressive and kind of shows Cypher, hey, I'm not afraid of you. You're in the lower bracket for a reason. Maybe it'll shake Cypher.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, he has the history of tilting a little bit given the circumstance, so we'll see. But it also depends on the champ picks here.
Yeah, this is going to be a big deal. So we've got Galena right up first here in Blood Covenant. And so, again, we're looking at, being able to put on some pressure from a distance. Again, this is like Cypher's home, though. So we've got BJ. I'm admiring all of the mirror picks here. It's not that they're just going with what their bog standard comp is. It's also showing some respect to your opponent, like, all right, cool, let's just go toe-to-toe. No big deal.
Now I'm really curious for Cypher. What's he been thinking about? Where's his head? Visor's definitely a pick you could go with and feel confident he doesn't want to go for Slash in the end. So maybe Bukster going for that champion. I think if Bukster went for something else, he would have brought out Slash. But you know what? I'm just speculating at this point whilst being wrong. So
wow. First up, Blood Covenant. So Bukster, good luck to him. And And good luck to you. You got to deal with 40 lions over there.
Yeah, it's a lot of beard
I'm
to
excited
handle.
about that.
I think you're doing well.
Yeah.
It's a lot of beard to
I'm
try and rein in.
Our debut together has been enjoyable.
It's true. I'll never forget.
Well, guys, let it rain indeed. I will catch you on the flip side.
Thank you very much, Jahar. This match will momentarily get started with Bukster and Cypher. Are we going to be getting more upsets today, or is this going to be just, a formality for Cypher and he can see his way through easily or turbulently into day 2? The round has now begun, guys. Let's jump into the map. Bukster and Cypher have begun. We are on Bukster to begin with his Galena. I've kind of hyped up his Galena a little bit. Let's see if it's kind of all what it's cracked to be.
Yeah, let's see if he could live up to the hype as he will grab a rail early on and deny it towards Cypher. Cypher trying to get in on those rockets now. Bukster re-upping on those time shards, getting another totem down.
He's very quick on those. 25 seconds into the game, he's got 2 totems up. There's probably more hourglasses over here at the pillars. He's doing a brilliant job of stacking up in this. So having that extra stack will help so much, but Cypher finds one of the totems and is sure to remove that from the game. There's the missed rail from Cypher, and Bukster's going to get just a small gap to breathe.
Another totem goes down, and he will get in on the Mega now. As he's playing a little slower, needs to grab more time shards, try and get that overstack going, which is so dangerous on Galena.
Yeah, let's see those hourglasses down here. Again, I love the control that he has in this. This is fantastic. He doesn't need the full overstack right now because he's already on about 165 health, but he can make a play for the heavy armor. And again, taking all of the hourglasses. Cypher used his piercing sight, but didn't get any damage with it at all. And here comes a bit of spam. Cypher, though, starting this with a little bit of respect. 1 rail, back in return as well from Bukster.
And important to note that Bukster got the overstack for a brief moment, and Cypher immediately deleted that totem, but the totem will come back in about a second here for Bukster, so right back onto the overstack again.
Again, Cypher giving a lot of respect right now. Do you think this is a sign of maybe just general concern for himself? Like, right, man, I can't really make a mistake in this? Or is this just...
I feel like he's just going to play it slow and see where Bukster takes it first, and then if he wants to play super aggressive, I think Cypher has no issues doing that.
I feel like Bukster's happy to do this. He's like, yeah, slow and steady, that works for me. But he's got to start landing a shot. Rail is going to miss, and the LG is starting to trickle away at him. There's going to be a rocket jump, but the rail shot is perfect from Bukster because that prevents him from properly pushing into that.
Yep, swats that away and says, get out of my house, you're not getting up here. And we'll get in on the Mega for his troubles.
That's 3 totems taken away immediately, so all those assets that he'd been developing, they're gone. But that's a brilliant rail shot. Rocket is going to hit a bit of splash. There's a light armor down there. Cypher doesn't fall into it straight away. It really waits for the coast to be clear before he commits. And Bukster's really strong on his control. He's keeping a track of those item timings flawlessly.
What a rail. Cypher doing a good job of restacking over in the pillar room now, and he will get in on the Mega if he chooses. He goes up the jump pad, will dodge a rail, miss one of his own as well. Bukster trying to get in some damage, but it turns out Cypher will get that Mega for free. Deletes a totem as well. Oh, that's a very good rail as he jumps over, pops the vision, and now he has the information.
Yeah, this is nasty for Bukster because the amount of damage he's taken, he can't really hold on to this heavy whatsoever. Looking for a rocket, a rail would kill him. And Cypher, he might rocket jump afterwards. I think I saw the half disintegrate, so he goes to bridge position. Bukster, that Mega got delayed a little bit. He's going up there. The rocket's going to hit him, and the rail. Ouch.
The combo was so good. He hit him with the number 3 from Taco Bell. The rocket splash was good enough, and the follow-up rail was fantastic.
Right, if he's just delayed it for an extra second, maybe, he possibly could have gotten into the Mega health. But I really think he had to relinquish control of that item. However, we get to see Cypher's point of view, his youthful face on camera too.
So calm and collected with that
Yeah,
heart rate as
good.
well. As he will pop the vision. Ooh, preemptive rocket almost connects.
Oh, that was a lot of damage too from Bukster. Is he going to go back up the bounce? You saw what happened last time. He doesn't get the full combo this occasion.
Is he going to try it again? He's crazy.
What is he doing?
He's absolutely insane, but Bukster will take a lot of damage. We'll get the Mega, but at what cost?
There should be a light armor down in Banana. He's going to pick that up. There's going to be heavy, so is there some kind of genius plan to this? He's actually chipping away nicely with the nail gun and secures the heavy armor. These risks are calculated, and the calculations are solid.
Plays like that could be what tilts Cypher. Be like, what are you doing here? How are you getting away with this? He can't keep getting away with this.
Yes, I mean, Cypher's expecting to be dealing good output during those moments. And Bukster leaving the visor for last, that is unusual. Bukster though, I think he gets pushed down to the floor and Cypher doesn't go into punish more, so he still manages to get that mega health afterwards and lands some damage. Drop down two, dual wield. This is going to hurt a lot for somebody. The rockets, who's landing them? Of course, it's got to be Cypher at the end. I feel like Bukster maybe missed a chance of that ballsy play.
That was a bit, yeah, absolutely risky, and the rockets don't pay off, and Cypher takes that frag, and with 5 seconds left, I think that's about it. I think Bukster tried to force the issue because he saw the time and was like, this is my opportunity, let's go, but the rockets didn't go his way, so Cypher will take that first round.
I mean, I feel like Bukster played a little bit scared. He seemed to be, right, I'm going to be assertive in my control, but nothing else. He wasn't really stepping out there to try deal extra damage to Cypher very often, and if he was, there wasn't very much in the way of connections. So I hope that Bukster, he kind of tries to build a little bit of confidence and, you know, make some plays he might not otherwise do against Cypher.
Yeah, if he could string together a couple shots to kind of build that confidence, that would definitely help, but we'll see if he can do so as Cypher will hit that first rail. Will he chase now as he's spamming rockets on the tri-bolt, and he will detour towards the blood pool, towards LG.
Up the top, there's a tri-bolt, he walks into it, machine gun coming out too. I love the weapon switch from Bukster. Cypher edges away, there is a railgun being picked up, and again, good usage of the tri-bolt. So Bukster's going to be able to get the heavy armor. Look at that stack that he's got, you can see below the character portraits at the top.
Good rail from Cypher. Rocket follow-up isn't bad either, but still needs to be very careful as Cypher is railable here. We'll grab the 25 to negate that, but still needs some armor.
Cypher spots the light armor. He's got to be careful about giving away those sound cues, and he hears him. Still picks it up, looks for the rocket spam, and Bukster's going to be safe knowing that that heavy is his. But if Cypher gets back up to 100-100, then that's a stack that he can challenge with. Heavy's been delayed. I don't think Cypher's got the full timing, but he's going to have a sort of a window, like a plus minus 3 seconds. Understanding when it is. Bukster pushing forward, and Cypher doesn't get the mega health in the end.
Yeah, gets pushed off position. And that slight delay in the heavy as well could come back to haunt him like it did earlier against Abed.
Oh, he's going to push through the teleporter once again. That rocket was good. Almost 90 damage from it. Tries to quick flick through the teleporter. Bukster needs to jump off and get himself the heavy once again. He's barely surviving. Oh yeah, that could be a little bit disastrous. In order to restack on that, you need to go back up to the rail point.
The rockets are so good from Bukster as he pushes in. Well done.
Yeah, Cypher seeming a little bit lost at that stage. Bukster, his control was great. I think Cypher missed a window of opportunity to pick up a mega at a certain point. However, you got to hand it to Bukster. Keeping that control going, eventually kind of choking out Cypher, doing the damage he needs to secure the frag.
Trying to get that tri-bolt pepper damage in there, throws down the totem. He does have the position on his heavy. As Cypher trying to fight his way from the bottom with the tri-bolt, eats a little bit of rocket and says, all right, that's enough, I'm good. As Bukster barely misses that exit rail.
Needs to get over to that mega health really quickly. Does Cypher have timing on it? He's going to go up the bounce pad. Not going to use the LG, but that rocket, that's 100 damage right there. He wasn't expecting Cypher to return back to that angle so quickly. It's a good play from Bukster. Are you surprised by this at all?
I think he's playing pretty solidly. It's nothing over the top and crazy, but he's taking the shots and trying to output as much damage as he can, trying to punish Cypher for all these item pickups, and I think it's a pretty solid play.
Yeah. I mean, 2 more minutes will tell whether or not he is going to be able to profit from this. LG, just a sprinkle of damage over there, and he's going to keep a big, big stack as he gets that mega health. Another totem goes down.
So, minute 40 left. He's up a champ. And it's a big map. I'm not going to say that he's going to try and play this out the way it is, but the opportunity does present itself.
Well, he's going to be anxious about really committing to a fight against Blazkowicz, even with over a 150 health and armor. I'm not sure if he's confident enough with his lightning gun to really go versus dual wield.
You can almost tell that he sensed it there, and he was like, I don't want to go up for this, because he heard Cypher. And that dual wield is so dangerous, but we're closing in on a minute left in the round, and Cypher has to make a move eventually.
Going passive has been really the death of so many players. If you do it too early, you just you suffocate yourself out of the map. You just end up giving item after item. He's just given away a mega health, and now the heavy. There's a rocket jump back up.
He's missing these rails too. That's crucial. Oh, the teleporter play. What's he doing?
Wow, he managed to dodge a little bit, going in for rockets once again. Cypher, there's no mutual frag. He's left with 12 points of health. The passive will pull him up to 25, and there's the mega. Bukster has got the visor, but you gotta say, he played himself off the map. Dual wield.
Oh, but the damage is so good. But the rocket from Cypher is better with 30 seconds left now. Bukster's down to his last champion. And I think you're right. If you play not to lose, that's what happens. You lose control of the map. You play too passive, and Cypher just got in there and turned the tables in his favor now with 15 seconds left. He's the one that could play defensive.
I think that's a sort of 101 of just... You're so desperate for the round, you don't want to make a mistake, and that in itself ends up being the mistake. Dual will comes up from Cypher, just in
preemptive. Just get away from me, just in case you try.
You've got a few seconds left of the time before the clock burns out, and he's like, if you happen to engage with me, I'm ready.
Yeah, you're going to get melted. Go ahead. Yeah. Step to me, get burnt like toast, as Missy Elliott once said. No? Okay. That's
We're going into round 3 in a moment. Cypher...
I don't regret it.
We're back.
One day you're going to get these, all right?
Cypher.
So about Quake champions here. As Cypher will get in on that mega. Pops vision a little late now, so he has the data. Ooh, that tri-ball damage is so good. Wow.
Oh, God.
Sending him for a ride there.
Ooh, all right.
Good return, Rockets.
He's still got something to say about this. Rockets coming right back up, but Cypher does pick up the railgun in the end, so he can play that distance game. Bukster was just looming over by the nail gun spawn, and rockets come back out, and that's the knowledge for Cypher that, oh, he's going to get heavy.
Cypher getting those time shards. Very important to do with any champion, but more so a visor, so you constantly have those wall hacks on tap. Just playing it slow here. Bukster has that nice, healthy, organic stack. Cypher will pop the vision and try and spring this trap on LG here. Gets a little bit of damage, but Bukster will get away.
I like that Cypher's actually using the piercing sight aggressively on this occasion, trying to deal some damage with it. He's definitely guilty of using abilities in general in a very sort of passive sense, but that was good. Trying to be proactive. However, I think he needs to get more, even more from it next time. And let's see what he does in about 3 seconds. Is he going to pop it straight away? Is he going to go in for the kill?
Opting not to.
Okay.
Again, delaying it every... like 5-10 seconds from when it's initially available. Ooh, that was a pretty good rocket from that distance. Not bad.
I mean, he gets damage with it, but I don't know what exactly he achieved from it, because items aren't going to be back. Well, not through the duration of the piercing sight. Okay, he's going to secure the mega health, but he hasn't established a champion advantage at all. Control is incredibly contested. We've got a rocket jump up. That's a brilliant rocket from Bukster. Cypher needs to start really making some good use. Push himself into outstanding control. There's a rail. I like that one.
Just missing out on another one there. Deletes that totem and has the position for the mega. Might be able to catch out Bukster here as he goes up the stairs. Very dangerous. He'll get a rail. Is he going to chase this? Pops the vision, and this could be that offensive play that you were talking about as he drops down. The rockets are good. Bukster goes up the jump pad and gets fried. And well done from Cypher, getting the initial damage, popping the ability, and following up for the frag.
Yeah, that was way, way better from Cypher. Locking down the kill with that piercing sight. Now he's got to be a bit careful, invest a bit of health into the failed rocket jump. One of the things that happened. Ooh, luckily dodge from Bukster.
Hit him with the stutter step, the Allen Iverson. Breaking ankles out here.
These are all references I get. And Bukster really needs to...
The point is he survived with his life for the time being, as Bukster playing very slow in the stairwell, but he will get railed down to 35 HP and... Oh, what? Oh, the rocket was just like, I'm going to place this here and go up, and he backs up into that rocket, and that was a hell of a play from Cypher.
That was some distance on that rocket, and it hit him on the noggin. That was glorious. Bukster, you can't be happy about that. You need to make your voice heard here on Blood Covenant, as he kind of ripped apart the chance to get round 2. Round 3 surely can't go the same way, but with a minute and a half left to act.
Those rails.
The doubts are settling in for him.
Cypher doing a great job of doing better at popping vision and getting damage off of it, like you mentioned. Now he's going to get in on this heavy has enough time to get back to the Mega as well. Won't have vision for another 10 seconds on. Bukster has a decent position on guarding this, but he will eat a rail as he jumps over to the 50. Cypher making his way over to Rockets.
Oh,
Doesn't
no
have any more rails. Needs to be careful. It's always heartbreaking when you try and shoot and you're like, well, he peeks the long distance knowing he doesn't have rail and eats one. And he's like, that's not the same thing as picking up ammo. You got to go get your own box.
Bukster's got to make a move right now.
Yeah.
It's absolutely imperative. He's going to get heavy, and now, no matter what, you just go in. It doesn't matter what goes on. You've got to push, 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 push. These rockets are going to start eating away at your stack, but you just got to persevere. He moves down to the lower area. Now he's got to go up the bounce pad. You just got to do it, Bukster. You got to bite the bullet.
Can't do it. 30 seconds. He can't make himself do it. He's like, I just can't. I can't.
Do it. It's like some kind of moral boundary or some sort, and Cypher
like, not
eventually
smart
gets
play. Can't do.
Yeah. Well, you know, you feel it at some point. It's like this is like a 1%er, but when you're strapped with that much time left in the round and you need to do something,
yep.
I mean, you got to take that 1%. Who knows what will happen if you execute right, or if Cypher makes a small misstep, which doesn't happen a whole lot.
Yeah.
You wouldn't count on it. Overall, though, incredibly sort of safe win from Cypher. And one more map, and he can see himself through to the next day and maybe kind of put past him some of those memories of earlier.
Those demons from earlier.
Yes. And we can see a couple of the stats over here. 17 of 39 rails there. For Cypher, he's got almost 1,500 damage more than Bukster. Barely any LG usage from Bukster, and I think you can maybe see a bit of the shakiness with that lower percentage rail.
Yeah, just the damage was just all in favor of Cypher. As you can see, the control is actually kind of split evenly, but Cypher with just the traps of the constant rail damage, doubling his Bukster's rail damage. Just really well done from Cypher.
Completely. We are going to move into Corrupted Keep next. It is going to be Bukster's pick. I do think this is going to be a bit different. We're still going to see Galena picks from Bukster, but I wonder what else is going to be on the cards from them. Any other expectations? Ranger, BJ, I mean, we had Keel from Cypher before.
Yeah, I'd like to see a Keel. I always like pineapples, like I said, but I think Bukster, this might be more his map because, there is no rail for Cypher, so he can't have that long-distance damage that we saw on Blood Covenant. But also, I like the way Bukster was playing for the most part, just laying down totems, playing very, very safe and defensive, and when Cypher tried to get in, for the most part, his Rockets and LG weren't too bad. So on this map, that might lend itself to roll Bukster's way, and he might be able to put up a 1v1.
Well, let's see what's going to happen now in these competitions. BJ out first for Cypher. Galena, I suspect. Yep. It's just in advance now for Bukster.
Ooh, there's that Keel. Now we're talking.
Is Cypher going to reciprocate with this and also get out the Keel?
Oh, can we please get pineapples on pineapples? That would be fantastic.
I'm worried about you sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
Well, we've got the Galena pick from Cypher to complement that. And this is it. I don't know what else Cypher would be thinking. I
just want to see a random Anarchy right now. Do it. He won't.
No. It's got to be Keel. It is Keel.
Love it.
It's going to load up. And we're going to get...
Death Knight. Okay.
I don't know. Both of these compositions are good. Yeah. It's going to be down to execution now. My money's still with Cypher, though, just based on how convincing it was on Blood Covenant. Maybe Bukster has shaken off some of the nerves of the last game, but he's got to put in a better performance. Otherwise, he's going to end up regretting that he was just a little bit too shy. And he gave a bit too much respect. When you go up against a player like Cypher, you kind of feel like, oh, he could do anything. I don't want to do something in case I get caught out.
Oh, I have the champ lead, but with a minute 50, you can't just, say, all right, I'm going to play defensive now and try and stall out the match. So
exactly. It's definitely a big point to discuss at some point, I think, because it's very, very easy to do something like that. However, guys, we're going back in. Let's get into the game. It is Cypher versus Bukster in a qualification game. And at the same time, an elimination game for the loser.
Oh, Cypher with the LG. Bukster's already down. So crippled.
Oh!
Wow.
That blast right there, that is damage. You can do up to 140 damage with a super shotgun, and that
was pure patience right there by Bukster. He's like, look, I know you're there, and I know that you want to kill me. I dare you. And he did it, and he blasted him.
That was sick from him. Rockets, can he land the mid-air? He can't quite get it, and Cypher, he just pushes through. However, the Keel is now online for Bukster. He'll need maybe some extra weaponry. I think Nail Gun might be the only thing he has now, and he's going for the Lightning Gun too.
Yeah, I don't think Cypher appreciated that shotgun kill at all. And I was like, okay, I'm done with that. Ooh, you know, a lot of nails there.
He's got to push in for the heavy now. He's done a decent amount of damage. He's going to go for rockets, and now you push in. Looking for a grenade.
Pineapple.
Yeah, watch out for your footing, Cypher. And this is Bukster trying to attain control. Mega's up now. Oh,
that
the
rocket from
direct.
Cypher was amazing.
What a direct from Cypher. And that definitely shuts up Bukster for the second. Now, Cypher going to search for another avenue into this one. But again, you just don't want to walk around a corner and eat those pineapples. I know you do, Floy, but...
I do.
Yeah.
On pizza, on anything, really. I'll just eat pineapples out of a can. I'm disgusting. But that doesn't matter here as Bukster gets in on this Mega. Here comes a dual wield. Needs to be very careful. And what Mega? Did he even pick up a Mega? I don't even know.
No,
down to 36 HP.
Not anymore.
He'll grab the 50 health, but still extremely low. And Cypher knows it. He smells it. He wants this kill. Oh, wow, the tri-bolt.
He's still pushing forward a little bit. Bukster's trying to find some kind of path that will lead him to greater fortunes, but he's stuck down here. Cypher's just got to guess right once. And maybe he wasn't proactive enough just then. Mega's going to be up in 1 second.
Oh, but he...
Oh.
No. He didn't take the right position. He was hiding behind that wall, which you can't blame him. He was very low, but then by the time it took around to whip around and grab that, Cypher was like, you're done. Tickle.
I wish he would have stayed there, because if Cypher didn't push the lightning gun, and even if he did, he might not have seen it. Yeah. It's possible. And then he can go and get himself the 225s. Cypher, though, in control yet again. He's got the dual wield up. Bukster has Flame Strike available, but it's... well, there's no situation which he can really use it yet. However, there's a heavy right behind him, but he's got no health. And he's left solo with about sub 10 points of health. Doesn't really matter your armor anymore. You've got nothing.
Yeah, Cypher in complete control right now. Buckster just hanging on by a thread. It's only a matter of time. He will grab the 50 over in Red Room, but gets that organic stack back. So
Buckster's done well.
Yeah, that was not bad.
I think Cypher has missed a chance to just finish the job off. I always expect him to know exactly how much health his opponents are on with the damage he deals. That frag should have been finished by now. There's still a world in which Bukster comes back in this.
Giving him a second wind here. And with 8 seconds left to the front. Oh, not getting caught out like this is... oh, gets the Mega, but terrible. Terrible things are happening right now. That shotgun so deadly earlier. Will it be enough? Oh. No. Cypher says I have a shotgun of my own. And if he would have waited a little bit more, he would have had Flame Strike back up, and it could have been a different situation. But Cypher catches him out and takes the first round on Corrupted Keep.
I think Flame Strike actually was back up the frame that he died.
Ooh,
and
unfortunate.
Cypher's LG didn't look brilliant. That was the point blank that we saw. That was just... that was the... was that the shake of the head that happened like right after?
I think so. He's like, ugh.
Well, here comes the machine gun damage a little bit. Mega's already been taken. Buckster dropping a totem down, and again that shotgun. Yes, have nightmares off this. And it's good
chipping away.
This is really nice from Buckster.
Both players very weak now, and that wasn't that bad by Buckster, I'll be honest. The shotgun just chipping away.
He's imposing his will a little bit more, but that was less good. He runs into a totem. He's going to put his own totem up, surely. Oh, there's the drop for the Mega Health, and again, Buckster, he's taking risks, push with the LG, and there's the kill. Buckster, he knows he's got to make a move at some point, and he's finally done it, but he's now got to watch out for a rush.
Extremely weak still. Cypher's on the hunt, he knows it. Buckster still on 36 HP, finally grabbing a 25 in the 50s over in the Red Room here. Throws down a totem as well. The stacks are about equal here, as that Mega's going to be up next. Cypher has the superior position, but not enough rockets. 4. Needs to be very careful about spamming these.
Okay, doesn't land much. Oh, all right. Lands a little through the floor, but Buckster's got the heavy now. Got to watch out for that dual wield. Again, pushing away, just while Cypher's not wanting to use the dual wield himself. It's like, right, on a level playing field. I'm happy to challenge you for the moment.
I actually like that. He kind of knew that the angle wasn't perfect, so he didn't blow the dual wield early. And this machine gun damage is insane, but Bukster will get the frag, throwing down that totem.
I think Cypher was surprised that he actually wanted to hang around just then, because he's like, dude, I'm doing loads of damage with you. Are you not going to leave at this point? Well, that totem really split the difference then.
Yeah, well done by Bukster, knowing, hey, I have a totem, so I could fight longer than you can. I don't know why you're still hanging out. And he will have another totem back, and that will give him overstack. Bukster's looking good in this round.
This is really nice. And this is going to be a huge stepping stone for him in general. Just secure around, you know. Get yourself on the board properly. Blood Covenant, it wasn't to be.
Does a good job of bullying Cypher off the rocket. Cypher really only has Plasma and Tri-Bolt to work with. Also the shotgun, which is deadly, but you know, just don't go through a teleporter into it. It's easy.
I'm going to ask one thing of Bukster, okay? Don't go passive now. You got 2.5 minutes to play. Keep challenging these items. It really, really adds up. You need to get those extra sort of shot, almost deflectors at that point. The war of attrition it can be.
Good rocket. Another good one. So the damage is good. He will remain on top of the Mega, and we'll get this heavy, potentially. Cypher's going to challenge, though, from above.
He's challenging a lot. That last rocket, oh, it just misses in the end. And Bukster, he's running out of resources now. As this light armor spawned, he's going to go up there. He has got it, but he's playing slow already, and it's very difficult for him to challenge onto items at the moment. Another shot from Cypher. 78 health to go. And Bukster's running out of corners of the map that he can go to.
Yeah, Bukster on the back foot now as Cypher gets in on that heavy, or Mega heavy is up soon. Decent rocket by Bukster, but look at that, 37 HP, needs to be very careful. A little bit of a movement error there.
He might have some more wind. The sails now. Oh, he pushes him away. Rocket jump. Oh, he misses it.
Oh, no.
This is catastrophic for him. He's trying to edge away once again, but the walls are closing in on him. There's the Tri-Bolt. He jumps back up and finds some more health. There's a totem as well. He's going to put one down somewhere.
Very fortunate to survive that. That failed rocket jump. I've lived that nightmare. It's terrible in that room.
Good rockets. Oh, no, I just quite missed the jump to damage, I think. Totem's on the exit there. Cypher could eat 75 damage, or maybe he just destroyed it in time.
And it's important to note, a minute left. Bukster's not doing a bad job of playing defensive now that he got out of that horrible situation. This is very viable to just kind of play defensive.
I think this is where we can say that he's definitely been more defensive than he has been passive. He's only not been challenging for the items because he's really not been able to get any of them. But as soon as he's got a chance, he goes for it. Cypher's struggling to push past on this. There's 30 health. He's going to push for
this. He needs to. Doubles back and reads it well, and Cypher will get the frag. But Keel comes out from Bukster as well with 30 seconds left. He's got pineapples to work with and a shotgun.
And heavy on top of that.
Yeah, that's a thick boy now.
Yeah, it is. And here it is. It's going to run into the... Oh, no!
And just like that, Cypher's like,
my God.
The problem has been handled as he throws him out the club, and now we're down to a 1v1. Death Knight versus Keel with 18 seconds left in the round, and Bukster has to be furious right now.
I can't believe that just happened. Cypher is being closed into the heavy area. We're going to get Bukster onto Mega Health. He'll have the lightning gun. It's still possible for him. If he can win this round, I mean, it's a big emotional hurdle to jump over, right?
Yeah, quite the roller coaster already. But they split the items, you know, sudden death. Brand new game. Brand new game. It's just a 1v1. Easy.
Yeah, it's just easy. Everyone's a winner. Wait. We know that went.
Bukster trying to get in that damage here.
Nice.
Decent rocket here. Eats a little bit of his own, though. Does have Flame Strike up. If he can catch him out in this area, the elbow. Why is the Flame Strike not coming out? There it is, and takes down Cypher. I was a little worried there, but he delayed it just enough to make sure that all of it hit. So well done to Bukster.
I was beyond on the edge of my seat then for Bukster because, man,
look at that clip. Just get out of here.
He has such a start. Look at that. That is, yeah.
Oh, that says it all. I can't believe it.
I think everyone was like that. you know what? He's still got around though, 40. He's still looking kind of good.
He's still very much in there.
Yeah,
but he's Cypher with the chase now.
Oh, that blast! Cypher's going to be weak now if he can find one more, but he's on 18 health. Tries to search yet another stray rocket. Man, that 130 damage shotgun blast, that was awesome from Bukster.
Yeah, this is a street fight right now. These players just absolutely tearing each other up with those shotguns.
Right, here comes the major items again. Cypher going to complement this Mega Stack with some armor now. Again, the shotgun coming out from Bukster. This is so annoying from him.
Cypher actually switched and was like, I got one too. Is this what you want to do?
Yeah.
Is this the choice you want to make with your life?
Let's do this. Totem down from Cypher. Keep himself at 100 health. Bukster knows he's got kind of positional control right now. He's just got to make sure he can survive towards the next full over items and then kind of see where things stand at that stage.
And again, splitting the items, Cypher will opt for the heavy, as now he has him trapped behind LG.
What I like from what Bukster did is he killed that totem down in the sort of archway and he put his own there. So I wonder if, like, Cypher obviously knows that totem is gone, but does he know there's an extra little trap? We'll find out in due course. Tune in next time.
Same bat time, same bat channel. So Cypher now playing silently. I like this. Might catch him out over by this heavy. Bukster spots him first, gets a good rocket, but Cypher will follow up with his own. Now he's playing with LG from above. Oh, Bukster almost dropped down to that.
Totem. Ooh. Beautiful. That was so nice from Bukster. I love what he did with that. And that helps. That helps trickle down the health, because without that damage, Cypher is in such good form.
Yeah, Cypher doing a good job of peppering with machine gun damage there. A little bit of rocket splash as well. Deleting this totem. Deleting all the totems. Get him off the map here. He'll miss that one next to the heavy portal, but just waiting. Plants his own flag next to the banana.
I love like this war of control right now between the two players. So the positions that they're both grabbing with their champions, their totems, it's very intriguing. Heavy was taken kind of late from Bukster. I think Cypher got the read on that. Totem. Oh, well, okay, you're not going to eat the totem, but you're going to eat my direct rocket. There's another chance for Bukster to do some damage. He looks for a mid-air of some sort. LG out. There's a totem just helping him. And the rockets are going to miss from virtually everybody.
And that was a crazy fight right there. That was insane. I'm surprised either person lived through that.
Yeah, that was utterly, utterly wild. And Bukster, that totem to keep him alive, like the part afterwards, he's going for a late pickup here on the heavy armor. I think Cypher heard that one. Does eventually get rid of a totem, but there's going to be overstacked totems now for Cypher. Bukster's got to get a read on this. Cypher surely saw a totem just there and he didn't get rid of it.
I really like the way Bukster's playing. Like, this is that strong defensive style, slow play that we saw on Blood Covenant, but it works a lot better on this map. Again, he doesn't have the rail, Cypher doesn't have the rail to try and chip away at Bukster, but the LG does a great job of that as he switches to rockets and gets even more damage, and will get the heavy as well. So, fat stacks for Cypher, and Bukster playing on the back foot now as he grabs that 50 shard above Boneyard.
Oh, dude.
Like, oh, that whole thing?
Rockets from Bukster? Oh, he tries to get like a 180 flick on him, but it's not going to work out. Big shame for Bukster, by the way, because I love what he was trying to create then. He delayed the heavy. He managed to get onto the mega health and control both of the items. Couldn't deliver in the end. Over here, he's in a lot of trouble with this machine gun coming out from Cypher. Heavy, though, is up. He pushes through.
No, what a shot from Cypher.
That pop, that midi. And now this control with 1 minute to go. It's surely written in stone already that this round will go in his favor.
Cypher just taking his time, slowly whittling away, and finally the cracks begin to show for Bukster here on this round. He does have Death Knight, though, and the ability to delete, but it will barely miss clearing that corner, and that could have been where the Flame Strike comes out. But it'll have to wait. 40 seconds left in the round. Bukster needs 2 kills just to tie it up and send it into sudden death.
And Bukster's got to go. I know we saw on Blood Covenant he was hesitant to make some of these plays, and he's just like, dude, I just saw you delay that. But Bukster, go, 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 go. Look at the clock. You've got to kill 2 champions. Where that Tribot came from, you've got to have an idea where he's coming from. But he's just around controlling the items. We've seen that he loves doing that. He's
15 seconds.
He's going to find him. He's even
my! He tries to rocket jump for that extra boost, and he's just like, I'll just throw myself out the window. That's fine.
Can I be really nice and say he just wanted to end the round?
Yes,
I don't know.
That's exactly what happened for everyone watching at home.
Yeah, maybe.
As long as there's no follow-up questions or comments, it's fine. So Cypher is up 2-1. We won't speak of what just happened. It's fine. Everything's fine. Bukster needs to turn this around. He will grab the heavy and shotgun and not think about how he just ejected himself out the window.
Put that memory behind you. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
This is not the ring out you're looking for.
Took a while being able to get on either the rocket or the lightning gun last time. I wonder if it's going to take him just as long. That was a brilliant rocket from Cypher. The follow-up damage is also phenomenal.
Wow.
And you can't really go through the teleporter either because there is a totem sitting and waiting to eliminate half a stack. We got 3 totems for Cypher already? 2. Oh, no, just 2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're playing a little bit of a portal game here, and Bukster tries to push in, but the LG is good to keep him out. He goes through the portal at the wrong time, eats a little bit of rocket damage. Cypher will back away. As Bukster now in that red room, going to heal up and use that totem and those 225s. Mega's up in 5 armor shortly after. Deletes that totem, sets his own.
That was 2 totems. He deleted a lot just then. Mega's going to be up. That's a good rocket. He's going to find some health afterwards. Cypher almost eating that one, but he's got no armor to his name. So right now, I want to See Bukster grab this by the balls. Go in for the jugular. There's 2 great rockets from them. Both players leave heavily wounded.
Bukster has a totem.
Oh!
There it is.
It's like, yeah, I swapped them out again. Those swaps have really been getting Cypher a little bit. He hits a good rocket then. There's a light armor too. And he doesn't jump into the teleporter, keeps position on the mega health. Is he going to go crazy and also go for the heavy?
Those rockets though, Bukster. Good damage with the machine gun and LG, but I would please just, there's a box of rockets right there. There you go. Now we're talking.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Again, goes through the portal, sets the trap there with the totem, grabs those shards so we can have another one shortly. He has 2 totems up, 1 away from the overstack. Cypher playing very slow by that tribal platform, trying to catch him out.
Cypher used that dual wheel too. Hopefully Bukster caught wind of that so he can punish it.
Yeah, has the ability to play a little bit aggressive now that the dual wheel's gone. We'll grab the mega, and it looks like Cypher will get the heavy relatively cleanly here.
Yeah, Bukster was just a second too late to properly challenge on that. He's going to find him again.
That rocket was amazing.
Really, really solid. He's going to find another. There's a teleporter down there. He wants to push him through it, but Cypher knows I'm going to be dead if I go through there. Lightning gun, push through all these rockets. The guy's crazy, but still makes it work. Bukster's not down and out. I almost can't believe what I'm seeing right now. This is a fantastic mental recovery from Bukster. Yeah. 2 totems!
Into the machine gun. Needs to be careful though. Back out. Don't overcommit to this, Bukster. This could be where he throws, so he needs to be very careful not to overextend. I know he wants to close it. Yeah, just take your time, breathe. You're up 2 champs. You're doing well, but don't overextend to a fight.
Oh, this has been phenomenal from him so far, and he's got to know that he's done some long-lasting damage with that double totem. 150 damage that
both
you get
mentally
from it.
and physically, really.
Yes. There's shafts barely reaching each other in the end. Yeah, love it. Very, very good point. Heavy up in a second. It looks like Bukster's going to be a bit late, and he might. Well, Cypher moves away from it. He hasn't got confidence to stay on that position. Maybe lost the precise timing of that item. And he's going to find him over here.
Oh, the rocket. Oh, wow. Cypher. The rocket goes under him as he jumps over it and has a return rocket of his own and says, Bukster, here, are you hungry?
Yeah. He's going to do it again. With the rockets again. And with the keel. Bukster, you've got 1 minute and 15 to hold out. 5 seconds until they're heavy. He's going to try and hold position here. There's a good combo he can get going, and Cypher's got to respect a bit. The heavy he's going to go for in the end. 100 health remaining, and the algae just whittles him down. However, there's very few items on the map. That flame strike is looming.
He might catch him out here. Oh, he doesn't see him.
There's an extra lifeline for him. Bukster again passes by once more. Here's the sound cue though. Flame strike doesn't do terrible damage, and Cypher's stuck up here now. This is a great chance.
Wow,
oh,
that rocket.
Get out of here, Bukster. You've got to leave. You've got to go and get yourself that heavy armor. But again, Cypher doesn't have much to work with. That light, I think, is up in about 5 seconds time, possibly. And there's going to be a chase.
Bukster very hesitant to push through that.
Is again respecting. We're going to be 15 seconds from a sudden death, but it doesn't really matter with just 1 champion left. That's a fantastic rocket.
Flame strikes back up as well. This could be where Bukster takes it. I don't even care about the time anymore. This could be it right here.
Got to go. That rocket, he sees exactly where he is. The heavy's up in 3 seconds. Does Bukster really know exactly what health and armor Cypher's on? I think that might be the one issue. He's probably expecting Cypher to be 100, 100 plus already. LG, Cypher, he's looking incredibly weak. Bukster still got good health and armor on him. And right on the exit, Bukster closes it. We get to a tiebreaker round. This is like drawing blood from stone or something right now with Bukster, but he's making it happen, and that's exactly what is important.
Like pulling teeth, but he's not giving up as we go into round number 5, and Bukster has a real opportunity to tie this series at 1.
Well, here we go. We're with Bukster, where he could make a ignoring what happens if we in the third map if we get to it. Oh, he looks for the mid-air. He looks for the glory play.
Oh, and he pushes into LG for even more damage. He's like, just 1 more peek? No? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, a map win could really mean a lot for his confidence moving forward in the scene.
You've seen The Matrix, yeah? No?
I've seen The Matrix.
Oh, okay, so you'll get this reference then? He's beginning to believe.
Yes, yes.
Okay, good.
Thanks for walking me through these
I had to hold your
This
hand, Zoot, because that's the kind of guy I am, because I care about you, just like Bukster cares about that Mega and picks it up ever so gently. and he will go through and grab the LG as well. Again, I like the way he was playing. I think it fits. Oh, never mind. I don't like any of this as he eats a lot of LG and needs to get out of here. Rockets are decent, and that rocket is phenomenal, but the LG is even better from Cypher, and he absolutely melts him in the red room. And I think I ruined everything. Maybe he's not beginning to believe.
Yeah, well, he's still got a chance of Cypher over this not-so-juicy stack. He can still do it, and there it is. Immediate refrag and double item control.
Yeah, it looks like it's a full map control, too. There, look at that stack on Keel. But Cypher does have Blaskowitz up. Doesn't have LG, though, so the dual wield may not be as deadly as usual. If Bukster can just play defensively and try and guard this LG, he'll catch him out. Will the nades be good?
Ooh.
Decent, but nothing to worry about quite yet for Cypher here as the machine gun's fantastic. More pineapples come out. Bukster down to 50 HP.
Oh!
Wow, the heavy machine gun, fantastic from Cypher.
He's going to get the mega health. He's not really going to stick a big delay on it. Bukster was really going for a huge play just then because he knew the heavy was behind him, but he didn't go for it then. But Cypher's got that dual wield back up. Bukster, he's looking for a brilliant flame strike, and he's looking for probably a good entry rocket. Neither of those have happened. Bukster's on about 10 points out. This could be his tournament life right now if Cypher's able to kill him. The health's already been taken, searching for a rocket. And Bukster, he's hiding. He's hoping for the absolute best, but he's just got
Cypher
so
very
little.
hesitant to push through. He knows what happened last time.
Is he going to escape? Oh my god, he's still alive! This wild, and he gets a light armor. I mean, he's not got Cypher stack right now, but I don't know how he's alive. And I was preparing to like close out this series there. That was meant to be done.
Yeah, we already shut the lights off and everything, but Bukster says no, 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 no. Plenty of time as well too. If Bukster can just start chipping away and get some items back under his belt, there's very real possibility he can turn this in his favor.
It's just like catching your breath for a second if you're Bukster.
Yeah.
You do that.
I always have to catch my breath around you because you take my breath away. The Bukster comes out and the dual wield is good. Cypher with the LG says, stop that. It's too close.
I thought we were going to get him knocked out of the map for a second for Bukster onto Cypher, but it didn't happen. Eventually, Cypher was able to just close in on him completely, and that is going to be relief, I think, for him. Disappointing for Bukster, but you got to say, after looking at map 1, that was not to be expected. But
I mean,
that kind of result.
Yeah, no, that was a lot closer than a lot of people expected. But I mean, a valiant effort by Bukster. That was not bad play at all. A little bit unlucky with that Keel getting knocked out of the club, maybe, but yeah, Jahar. What do you have to say about that? That was an incredible game.
I think Bukster's got to be thinking about that Keel knockout for a while because it wasn't just the fact that it was the forced suicide. It was the fact that he did actually take those rounds that he took.
Yeah.
I was getting ready for map 3. I was thinking, oh, this is going to be hype.
You have to have some like mental fortitude though to get through that and keep on winning rounds and stringing things together. So I know we don't see Bukster going on. He's out of the tournament, but I felt like we saw enough from Bukster that was like, yeah, you showed what you could over here versus some solid opponents. Yeah,
definitely flashes of brilliance, and against Cypher of all people, so that should give him a lot of confidence moving forward. Some of the things didn't go his way, but I think a valiant effort. I think he did really well.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think looking at Cypher, we had moments where he was obviously, feeling his game. We saw a lot of those like little pop rockets into mid-airs and little flashy things like that like we expect from Cypher, and especially like looking at his LG, like, 35, not too shabby, but, again, on Corrupted Keep, you're doing a lot of kind of crazy things.
Look at the damage we got. Over 4,000 damage from the lightning gun from Cypher. The control is incredibly similar overall. You kind of just swap the megas and the heavies for each player. But I think for Bukster, is maybe get on with those mechanics a little bit more.
Yeah.
Try to get those shots
shotgun
landing.
damage, almost 2K.
Really?
That was insane.
That's a wild man. And that was bringing him great success during that series. But I think at the end of the day, Cypher's more mechanically sound. Even though I think Bukster made some incredibly intelligent decisions, he didn't have those mechanical capabilities to totally back up every decision he was making.
Yeah.
Now the real question is, based on what we've seen from Cypher so far today, how is he looking in the rest of the lower bracket? Because already we've seen a few players who we were expecting to get top 16 didn't quite get there.
Yeah, it's been a little bit nutty. I think we've got what are the possibilities that we can have if we like flesh it out. So Rafa and Cypher, if they both qualify in the lower bracket, could be in the same group with Cooler from the upper and God, I need to think of more names right now. Dahang. Oh my God.
That would be quite the group, actually.
The Great American Hope.
That is possible to be a group.
Yeah.
And that would be nasty.
That would be insane.
To see either of those 4 players going out of the tournament. I know, sure, I keep joking about I don't see Rafa in the top 8, but that would be a crazy way to go out.
I think he heard you, by the way. I'd
feel guilty about that.
You're going to catch a weird look from him later for that. Oh, yeah.
It's going to give you such a pinch.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Rafa. But yeah, these games are going to be absolutely wild, and I know that we were doing a draw later on stream. I'm just waiting for the reactions.
Yeah, and it is crazy because we've seen so many great shots today, including the ones up here right now. I was just about to say, like, when you get somebody like Cypher on his game, like, it's just you just get a frag video every single map.
Yeah.
But some of them were kind of a grind, and you could kind of tell looking at Cypher's face that he was feeling that a little bit. I mean, you couldn't learn anything looking at Bukster's face. That is a video up there, by the way. That is like motion. It's not just a single JPEG.
Do we have that thing? I'm sure we will when he gets knocked out by the keel, because that was
heartbreaking for him, but amazing for us.
I couldn't believe he came back.
It broke his heart
round.
so much. I think his BPM dropped to 57 at some point, which I think is legally dead.
I think it just turned into a sad face. It stopped displaying numbers after that. It's like womp womp.
A sad face BPM.
Again, remarkable. I know I keep saying it. To close out a round after that happens, I mean, if half the rest of the players in the tournament are as strong-willed as that, that's
it really makes you scratch your head, because you wonder, like, how close was this actually? Like, you look at the rounds, you look at the frags, but then you look at things like, well, you look at this, and you think, well, what if that didn't happen?
I like that he shot 1 pineapple. He was like, remember me.
I regret nothing.
So he did 75 damage and got rid of a fully in-control player. There,
actually, I think if you're going to get knocked out by Cypher in the lower bracket, you really don't have any regrets to have, honestly.
Yeah. No, I mean, Bukster, I hope it's signs of more that we're going to keep seeing, that we're going to get him over at DreamHack Winter as well. It makes me so happy. Oh, we're going to see it. No.
That's getting clipped. That's on Reddit.
It wasn't.
He moved a little bit there. That got some stirrings of life out of him.
Yeah. He's like, well, I think people saw that.
Meanwhile, Cypher gets pegged by a totem, and he hardly reacts at all.
Yeah.
I think he actually looked over at Bukster's face like, really?
Cypher ate a lot of totems in this map, actually. He was, like, Bukster was being incredibly intelligent with how he's positioning. I love how he just kind of subs out Cypher's totems for his own, and he's like, is he going to just memorize or realize that that's going to be the possibility straight away?
Yeah, totems aren't the best diet if you're trying to watch your figure, or watch your elo in this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So definitely something for Cypher to watch in, well, day 2 series. Whatever beholds us there. I just need to close my eyes when the group draws come out.
Yeah, I mean, we are going to be getting into that tonight, and again, I'm very excited. Again, some of the names that we were expecting to have in there aren't going to be in there, but we're going to have some extra names, and we're going to be figuring out our groups for tomorrow. It's going to be good stuff.
No, completely. I don't want to put you on the spot, Alex, but do we know what's next for us all? I think 40 and I are going to say goodbye at some point, but what more series do we have? Because lower brackets.
Yeah, next up is Agent and is it Base and Lupin, right?
Base and Lupin.
Base and Lupin. Yeah.
Wow, so Lupin's going to be getting some stream time as well. He's a UK player.
Yeah.
Strong guy, but also his first LAN, so day 1, plenty of like new faces that all the community get to see, which is awesome, which is brilliant.
All right. It's going to be very, very soon when we see that. It's been really great because we have like these rotating players and everybody's getting into it, so everybody's feeling warmed up, everybody's feeling great, but we are going to catch you on the flip side for another match coming up. See you in just a moment.